guys. I'm so sorry for for being AFK for a bit. Hi. Hi. Okay. Hi, Eskina! Hello! Welcome to the stream! Welcome to the stream. Yeesh. So, oh my gosh. Sorry if we're like here. Oh. Yes. So, sorry we're here. What did I say? No, sorry if I'm a bit like offish. Because we're sort of like doing a thing. Yes. Okay then. So we may have to restart certain engines, but we're fine. We're fine. So let's just is this one? Yes, hello guys. Hi. So as I was not as I was saying. So as I said earlier, today we are today's a day. So today we are actually it's 50%. It's the beginning of Southeast Asia Games Onward, as well as the my charity stream for my charity stream for my charity stream for to help with the typhoon victims of the recent typhoons in the Philippines, right? So so as part of the Southeast Asia Games Onward today, the plan is actually you already played another game. This is our second game. Did they change my title? Is the title changed? I want to check. Yes, we're gonna play Office Crush now. It's like I think. Okay, I just saw the graphics and I was like, yeah, I like this. This is good. This is pretty. And my thoughts are the following. It's I think okay. I know it's like it's like a game where you you know, like an otome game, but then like we sort of like we have like a crush in the office that is someone is a yandere somewhere. I don't know who the yandere is. I forgot who the yandere is. Hi Rars. Thanks for the welcome back. I don't know who the yandere is, but somebody's a yandere somewhere in this game. I just forgot which one is. Is it me? Or is it them? Or one of these guys is a yandere. But I haven't played it as usual. You know, when it comes to these games, I do screen them to check if they're like they fit the vibe. I do trust the powers that may be that they won't show me. They would show the best of Southeast Asia in the event. We love them, Noti. Yes, we do. I mean, technically, I may not be a yandere, but I'm sort of a. Yeah, technically, I'm sort of a yandere. We might go back to one of these games, by the way, towards the end after Kuloniku, because of we've scheduled the entire day, so so I'm a bit like, you know, I let me just try to put the game in the sing. Da, da, da. Oh, that's a cute sound. Let's see. ONIGASHIMA. I fucking said the last game wrong. Or did I? I don't know. Okay. Okie dokie. I think I've set it up. And I think we should be approximately ready to go to teleport ourselves there. But guys, actually no buts. Should I'm just thinking of whether or not I should just like restart the thing. Nah, I'll restart the thing. I'll be right back. Actually no. I'm still gonna be here. I'm just not gonna move for a little bit. Because strangely enough, TikTok is a weird place And I do not know whether or not they'd be okay with me. I would say they're quite fine with me. Oh wait, I accidentally I accidentally just deleted it. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go again, I guess. Yes, we really are just going again. Hi, Rai. Welcome to the stream. We're not asleep. We're just chilling because I have decided to live a life full of hardships. Yes, yes, yes. I've made decisions. I made only the tough decisions. Dun, 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 dun. And we're currently reaping what we sown. Oh no! Why is somebody calling me? Oh no! Dun, 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 dun. Did somebody wait? What? Did I miss a raid? No, I didn't miss a raid. No, I said I talked to Psycho Beast, and my favorite axolotl for a little bit before I went for break. Yeah, I just checked again. Yes. Right. Okay, we're good. Anyway, let's go. Where's my thing? Where is hi greasy feeders? Welcome to the stream, boss. I'm gonna go and do a thing right now. What was I gonna do? That's right. Fixing my stuff. Ah! Why is my life difficult? Joke. It's my fault. It's my fault my life is difficult, guys. I pick the most complicated of things to do. Sometimes I wish there could just be a second me, to work on my stuff. Like second me to work on my stuff right next to me. And then I think this should be correct. Okie dokie. I just want to do my very best, whatever that means.
If you're looking to get a bump in
Oh my god. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Let's go to the spot already. I think we're good. Are we? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Oh no, are we good? Huh? Why did that not work? Did I fuck up? What? Oh no. Guys, I think did I do the wrong thing? It's working, right? It is working. Why is it weird? Oh no, it did work. I was being stupid. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm just being stupid. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's actually play game. Okay. For a while there, I thought it was broken. Anyway, let's go. Ah, I fucked up. Oops. Okay, here we go. Ah, shit! I can hear myself. Ah! Okay, there. I can't hear myself anymore. Okay, here we go. Unless I could have always heard myself. Guys, you have like a double audio, right? Anyway, let's get going. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready to play a game? Are you ready? Let's play a game. Are you ready to play a game? Rolls in my mini truck. Rolls in my mini truck. Okay. Hello, Hipon. Yes, thank you so much for the welcome back. Alright, let's go. How are you 18? Yes, I'm 18. Okay. Okay. Wait. Wait, give me a second. Huh? That's weird. Okay, I guess there's nothing we can do. Look at this! See, it's cute! This game looks so cute! No wonder I picked this game. It looks fucking adorable, right? Ha ha ha. Right, it's fucking adorable. Beautiful. Okay. Retro, yeah. Okay, start. Hello, my fellow player. Tell me, have we met before? No. That's perfectly fine. I hope this version gives you the better experience. The previous build was riddled with imperfections, bugs, errors, and things that shouldn't have existed. We wouldn't want you to suffer through that again, would we? But I have spoken to you about the butterfly effect? No. Excuse my first very well. Butterfly effect is the idea that the smallest actions can cause a vast and uncontrollable ripples in the fabric of the time and space. The idea that a single flutter of a butterfly's wings could steer winds into a distant storm. So tread carefully, player. Every choice, no matter how small, may lead to consequences far beyond your imagination. Now, let me share a different kind of warning. You ever heard of the Hydra? Hydra is a monstrous serpent born to an ancient myth. Its many heads writhed in swamps, spreading fear and panic among townsfolk. But even the bravest warrior was not able to slay the wretched beast. For every blade slashed across its head would cause two more to spawn in its place, causing a fruitless cycle of hatred and death. Over time, this creature warped into a metaphor, a symbol of futility. For in trying to eliminate the problem, person or truce, you may only cause it to return stronger, hungrier. A poignant lesson is how sometimes resisting can even lead to one's demise. Don't you agree? 520? Now what should I call you? Oh my god. What do you mean 520? So is there a sing? Is there a prompt? Hmm? Nah? Is it working? Oh no. There it is. Save slot. Okay. Oh, there's a line there. I didn't see it. Oops. I just go with Komi. When you have pronouns, she, her, I guess. Enjoy. Ah, so cute. Beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Oh, thanks for joining, guys. Welcome to the stream. Beep beep beep. Ugh. I could already feel the sunlight creeping through the window, up my legs, and and the unrelenting ray of warmth slowly climbing its way up, like it's trying to torture me out of bed. Yeah, oh no, we're being tortured out of bed. 5 more minutes. The bright sunlight was so annoying. It felt like a nice embrace, yet unwanted at this time. I can't hear the game audio. What? How? But the sounds are so cute, and y'all missed that. Thanks for telling me. By the way, but like, nah. Here we go. This should work. I always have an emergency thing just in case the game audio doesn't have pop up. There we go. Oh yeah, you know, speaking of which, I remember when I played Pico Park, no one told me they couldn't hear the music. So you could just hear me go, like, singing the theme song without the fucking background music. I just sound, well, to be fair, I always sound like a crazy person, but... Anyway, I groaned into my pillow. I know I should get up, but the thought alone was enough to make me want to disappear under the covers again. Ah, fuck! Did I accidentally do the thing? Sure. Hi, that's fine. Do I want to get up? Snooze the alarm, turn off the alarm. Ah, yes. Get up. Fine, I guess it's time. There's no other choice. Hello? Oh, thanks for the heartbeat, Hendrik. It's been so long, buddy. There's no other choice. That's how adulthood is, right? Responsibilities and regrets bundled with a cup of morning coffee. Thanks for the like as well. I dragged myself upright with a sigh so deep it probably bounced off all the walls in my apartment. Today marked the start of my internship. It doesn't pay much, barely enough to cover my weekly groceries expenses. Actually, sorry, it was this actually, but it was better than nothing, finally. At least I have a foot in the door. Busy, lol. Yeah, I've also been busy, actually. It actually sucks. That's been a busy couple months. A stepping stone, a new beginning. The last quarter of the year is usually pretty hectic, unfortunately. Beginnings are supposed to be exciting, right? So why does my stomach feel like it's trying to audition for the local circus? I shuffle into the bathroom while blinking away the haze of sleep. Standing in front of the mirrors, I lean against the sink with both hands to my tired frame. To hold my tired frame up. My reflection looked just as anxious as I felt. I had puffy eyes, messy bed hair, and the whole deal. I spasmed cold water. Spasmed? I splashed! Oh my god, I don't know to read, boys! Your last months of the year, it's like the fastest, but the busiest, right? Oh. In my face in an attempt to wipe the sleep from my eyes. Willing myself awake, I tried desperately to believe the words I kept repeating under my breath. You're going to do great today. It's going to be a good day. Albeit a half-hearted pep talk is all I've got right now. I picked out an outfit that looked respectable for an office setting. Nothing too stiff, yet not too casual either. Something that screamed, I'm serious about the job, but please don't yell at me, I might cry. Yeah. The apartment was quiet. I turned to face the living room and kitchen. There were no signs of Ray. Who's Ray? I wasn't surprised. She must have been streaming late into the night again. Wow, streaming like me? I'm streaming right now! And it's not late into the night, but it's nighttime. Alright. I felt odd. Maybe that's me, actually. That's actually my name. Wait, guys, that's my real name, though. If you look hard enough, that's actually my real name. Right, you know my real name. What's my real name? Joke. Well, actually, it's not a joke. It's a partial truth. It's a partial truth. Only a partial truth. I've got many names. I go by many names. And apparently Ray was one of them. Actually, it's a Ray. Anyway, I felt oddly disappointed as I was hoping to at least catch her before I left. Immediately after, my wandering eyes caught something stuck in the front door. It was a sticky note. You can do it. Ray. I paused. My heart softened instantly. Even if I was just a few... Wait, what if I want to be a man? What if I want to make this BL? No, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I can just... They're not gonna show me a CG of me being a cute girl, right? Oh, whatever. I shouldn't make everything BL. That's not right. We should leave space for straight people. I don't know. Even if I was just a ray of sunshine. Even if it was just a few simple words, it somehow made everything feel a little easier, right? Only names I can think of a nickname like that are rich. Actually, that's actually, my name was Jerry. Joke. No, okay, my real name was actually Jerry. You see, that's where Ray comes from because it's part of my Chinese name. Joke. No, but Ray is part of my Chinese name. R-U-I. Ray. So that's why it's my nickname. One of my nicknames back in the olden days when I used to learn Chinese. Jerry Cutie. Anyway, even if I was just a few simple words, it somehow made everything feel a little easier. Aw, thanks for the headband. Meh, 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 meh. Felt good to know that someone was rooting for me, even though I constantly feel like curling up into a ball and hiding away from the world forever. Is it Needy Streamer? No, it's called Office Crush. I don't know if I could... I wish I could change stuff on PC, but I don't think I can. A smile formed on my lips. Also, do you know that in the clock app, in the Tickety Talks, for some weird reason, you actually like you just show a little number of letters for your title. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds like thunder. Smile formed on my lips. Thanks, Ray. I whispered to the empty apartment. You're the best. My nerves are still tangled up in knots, but at least they don't feel so overwhelming anymore. Looking at the time on my phone, I realized I had a bit of time left before I was due at the office. My stomach grumbled. Where should I head out for breakfast? My stomach was craving something comforting, something that won't upset my jittery insides. Hey, dinosaurs! Hello. I was craving something, a cozy cafe. Okay, something that won't upset your stomach. I'd say a bakery, because we want something plain, right? Right? That's what you guys... What do you guys eat when you're like, you want something chill? Because you know, when I wake up in the morning, my tummy is actually like, oh, I do not want food. I hate all feed. Do not feed me. I think I'm gonna go with bakery, yeah. Exiting the apartment building, I began making my way downtown. Down the familiar streets of my neighborhood. The morning air was cool against my skin, and I couldn't hear the soft hum of early city life as the radiant rays, of the sun peeked through the horizon. Hello, 02. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the likes. A short walk later, I arrived at my favorite quaint-looking corner store. Auntie Lim's Confectionery and Bakery. Somebody once told me to... Coffee, you think? I don't know. Coffee's actually bad for your stomach. You shouldn't get coffee like raw, straight up. Not raw, wait a minute. Coffee's never raw. You shouldn't get coffee like early in the morning, right away. Cacophony of delicious smells that hit me right in my hungry face the moment I pushed open the glass door, leaning inside. The warm interior was perfumed with the heavenly aroma of fresh bread, melting butter, and frosting, all freshly baked and ready to serve right from the oven. I felt like I had just been transported back to my childhood. It reminded me of better days. My empty stomach, my empty stomach growled in anticipation. Scanning the space, I felt out of place, as if I was a visitor in another era. The walls were lined with wooden shelves holding jars of cookies and traditional snacks in crinkly plastic wrappers. Wow, yummy! Hand-painted signs hanging them from walls marked with the specials of the day. There was a faint hum of radio playing old-timey love ballads from behind the counter, which Auntie Lim herself was humming along to while kneading a big ball of dough, like an exciting puppy. Puppies are exciting though. Like an excited puppy. I grabbed a tray and a pair of metal songs near the entrance and began strolling down the aisle in search of mouth-watering baked treats. Temptation overload was the only word I could use to describe the display case. There were tantalizing rows of golden croissants with the perfect amount of flakiness, buttery kaya buns with delightful cracked tops, fluffy chicken floss rolls. Oh, fluffy chicken floss! Oh, I love fluffy chicken floss. Curry puffs. Oh, I love curry puffs! Looking like they were on the verge of bursting, and sweet pastries with glaze so shiny that they practically glowed under the heat lamps. Two items in particular caught my eye. Egg sando? Strawberry Danish. I want this. I don't know what a sando is, but I don't feel like eating a strawberry Danish in the morning. Strawberry Danishes are acidic. I need to avoid acidity. Am I an old person, guys? I sound old. I'm like, avoid acidic food early in the morning. Sandwich? Oh, it's a sandwich. Oh, that's perfect. Egg sandwich. I have a breakfast egg sandwich and American, please. Oh, this is perfect. Even with coffee. I thought it was a sando, you know? Like a fucking t-shirt. Like an undershirt. Imagine eating that for breakfast. A hearty breakfast egg sandwich loaded with fluffy eggs and melty cheese in between two slices of soft Japanese milk. Japanese milk bread. Wait, I hate Japanese milk bread, but they're good for breakfast. Paired with a steaming cup of Americano that promised a bold kick to start the day. My mouth watered just by looking at them. While shifting to the right to get a better look at the rows of bread in front of me, I suddenly bumped into something hard. My breath hitched, a surprise gasp escaping my lips as I realized I had just received a face full of someone's strong biceps. Wait a minute! Wow, that was a close one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Biceps in the morning? Ma'am. Okay. The man said, skillfully steadying a tray stacked on the brim with bread and pastries. My brain stopped working. OMG, biceps. Ichigo. You know, this guy looks like an OC I once had when I was a child. Almost dropped these. Good thing they're all alright. Panic suddenly rushed in. I'm so sorry, I totally didn't mean to do that. I blurted, flustered to the hills and silently screamed to myself for being so clumsy. He chuckled and casually waved it off. No worries, dude, it's all cool. What the fuck? Who is this man? Why does he sound like this? I finally risked a glance upward, and that's when I truly saw him. A towering presence, broad shoulders stretching the fabric of his shirt, oh my, and a mane of ginger hair that practically glowed under the warm lights. He looked like the type of man who could effortlessly hoist a sack of flour with one hand and not even break a sweat doing it. The man standing in front of me was tall too, like giant tall. I had to strain my neck at like a 120 degrees angle just to meet his gaze. His buzz cut hair, that's a buzz cut in this world? Okay, I'll believe you, game. I'll believe you. Was the color of a burnt orange sunset. This mesmerizing emerald green pupils hinted that he was up to some mischief. The man was jacked too, blessed with broad shoulders, a solid chest, and arms that looked like they could bench press a small car. His compression shirt showed off every muscle he had worked hard to train. It seemed pretty obvious that he was a massive gym rat. Hello. And the curry on top? He was handsome too. Distractingly so. Man, I mean a face full of bicep, eh? Yet something kept nagging the back of my mind. Something oddly familiar. It was if I've seen him before. Perhaps it was in a dream or in a distant memory. I couldn't quite place my finger at that moment. He arched a brow at my long silence, a touch of concern in his expression. You alright there, bud? You alright there, bud? I'm sorry. What voice should I do? You alright there, bud? I don't know. Never mind. We'll just live. We'll just live and let live. Next time, maybe I should acquire a man to, say these words for me. He asked, his voice surprisingly soft, or someone built like a brick wall. I blinked. His deep voice managed to shake me out of whatever trance I just unknowingly slipped into. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for causing trouble. Please excuse me. I muttered, face fully flustered. If only he knew what was weighing in my head. I scurried off to the counter to pay for my meal. What the fuck did I skip? What did I skip? Okay, that would have been a great story to tell my future grandkids, but of course, to make it weird with my awkwardness, I arrived closer at the Pixel Playground office. Okay. The building had an old school charm to it, but seemed clean and well maintained from the outside. Just as I was about to walk up to front steps, I noticed a plaque right out front. I hadn't realized that Pixel Playground Studios rented their office spaces from the Murasaki group. How interesting. I was hit with a blast of cool air the moment I stepped inside, a much-needed respite from my short walk outdoors. The indoors, on the other hand, was a minimalist paradise. The space was sleek, modern, and thoughtfully designed, with an artistic flair to it. Wow! The marble floors were polished, the furniture functional yet stylish, and the well-placed potted plants really gave the lobby a professional feel. Soft instrumental music played in the background, adding to the calm atmosphere of the start of a normal workday. Made my way to the reception desk, just past the lobby, and introduced myself. Good morning, I'm one of the new interns today. Today's my first day. May I know where the training will take place? The receptionist gave me a polite smile and pointed over the nearby hallway. You'll find the meeting room in one of the floors flanking the corridor. It's the second door to the left. I've been told another intern will be joining you. They should be arriving soon. I gave her my thanks and nervously sauntered to the direction. The meeting room was empty, save for a dainty purse perched on one of the swivel chairs. Ah, yes, I would also perch a purse. It must have been one from the interns, but there were no signs of them anywhere. I glanced around with an anxious look on my face. New places always made me feel a bit uneasy. I took a seat towards the middle of the meeting room and began scrolling through the phone feed to pass the time. I tried my best not to let my over-anxious mind take over. A few minutes later, the meeting room door opened to reveal a girl around my age. Hi, Cross, by the way. Whipping her hands with a napkin. Wiping her hands with a napkin. Whipping her hands with a napkin. Yeah, what? I was like, that's wrong anime, Komi. Wrong anime. The buds are not friend zone as well. We're imagining things about you. True. Hello, Koi. Welcome to the stream. Her tidy brunette bun and frilly floral dress made her seem like a nice person to talk to. Even while idle, she had a resting smile that made her look friendly and approachable. Dun, 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 dun. I offered them a smile. Hi, are you an intern too? She shot me a glance and began staring me down from head to toe, not looking after she replied with a look I at least expected, pure disdain. Oh my god. Without a word, she turned her back away from me and shifted her seat as far away as possible. She began clacking the screen of her phone with her sharp nails, totally ignored me. Can you actually wait? Can you type on your phone? Would it collect if you have such long nails? I know some people in chat got long nails. If you type on your phone with your long nails, will it collect? Like if it's like, you know, like nails, like the nails that you get. I don't think it collects when I tap my phone. Koi, you have long nails? Clack. I've had extensions. I see. When I had extensions, they didn't clack. Because I like using the meat of my hands. I don't know. I don't remember my nails clacking when I had extensions. I'm just like, what? I got long nails. In the past, I used to tap with my nails. Wait a minute. You can tap on your phone with your nails instead of your fingers? Like, is that actually real? Because, like, I keep thinking about it. Logistically speaking, like, if you tap with your nails, shouldn't it not work? Oops, did I accidentally do something wrong? Just stony silence in the air. I decided to play it off coolly by pretending to text Ray. I won't lie, it stung my self-esteem a bit to have the cold shoulders as an opportunity to make a new friend. Guess I'll have to try again some other time. Just as the silence seemed like it was going to stretch into forever, the room door finally opened. So my friends would clack noises, then look over to me and just see me typing very loudly with my nails. Wow. Wow. Or maybe you were typing on a smartphone? I'd understand if you type with your nails on a normal phone, you know? You know, like the Nokia? Like a Nokia or a Blackberry? From the ye olden days? You know, from the ancient times, as some people would say? As I would say, the ancient times. It is a man. He wore fitted purple. He wore a fitted purple waistcoat over a crisp white shirt, which was paired with a pair of sleek black slacks. His presence was striking. If I could use 3 adjectives to describe him, it would be clean-cut, polished, and effortlessly composed. He looked handsome, with his dark hair neatly styled, a pair of thin-framed glasses perched on the bridge of his nose, adding to his sharp intellectual aura. You know, when I was younger, I was into this intellectual type, but now that I'm older, hello, Woogie. They left. Oh well, bye-bye. I guess still exist. Yeah, they do still exist. They do still exist. Look like I can change me. Yeah. When I was younger, I was really into the intellectual type. I don't think I'm into that anymore. I think because when I was in high school, I used to have this crush. We were like we're both smart, and we like the same stuff, science-wise, right? Now the real problem is that just because you like the same things doesn't mean you complement each other, you know? I feel like I needed a guy that, you know, that's like chill. I mean, the guy was also chill, but I needed a guy that was chill, you know? You can't just be all science all the time is what I'm saying. His eyes widened in anticipation. I had seen this man before. What was Sir Screen? He was Mr. Riku, a creative director of Pixel Playground Studios, with whom I had the pleasure of meeting during my first room interview. Even though his video back then was in low resolution and his voice lagged at times, he still managed to radiate a potent, intimidating aura. So now that he was standing right in front of me, I could see that he exuded more confidence than I initially thought. He looked like the kind of man with an iron grip on everything, on every aspect of his life, from his career down to his personal life, down to the finest details. Maybe that was why he held such a top position in the company. Riku, there should be one more of you joining us this moment, Riku said while glancing at his watch with a subtle frown. And yet she's late. I hope both of you interns don't mind waiting. I don't like repeating myself. We had no choice but to nod in response. He then strolled up to the front of the room where a whiteboard stood and began writing down points with a marker in swift, precise strokes. But before he could finish writing his first sentence, there came a knock on the door. His mouth just knock on the door, and right as Mr. Riku was about to open his mouth to speak, the door burst open, revealing a tall girl. She had a grin so wide it lit the whole room. Oh, hello, ma'am. Hi. Sporting a pair of baggy cargo pants, a bundle of necklaces layered together, and a crop jacket over a band tee, she looked like she was ready for a new streetwear launch photo shoot rather than the first day at an internship. She quickly turned her gaze to face everyone in the room and flashed us an unapologetic grin. She was so charismatic and charming that she made it impossible not to forgive her. Ren. I hope I'm not too late. I glanced at my phone. It was 9:02 a.m. So please be more punctual next time, Miss Prakash? Is that how to spell Prakash? Riku said curtly, eyes still glued to the whiteboard. Take a seat. We're starting the training soon. The girl, Ren, proceeded to slide into the chair beside me. She immediately leaned over with a mischievous glint in her eye and whispered something softly in my ear. They call me Ren. Looking forward to working with Yakuti. Oh my god! Eee! Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Okay. You guys can't see her because of the stuff, but there she is. Bro, what a fucking hottie! Let's go! What a fucking hot. Thanks for the headpad, Clarence. What a fucking hottie! I smiled. If the other intern heard what Ren had said, she gave no indication. Not long after I heard her let out a soft cough from the back of the room. After she finished writing on the board, Riku finally turned around to face us. He stood perfectly straight with his hands clasped in front of him, very prim, very proper. Great, now that everyone is here, let us begin. Welcome, intern. Today marks the beginning of your internship at Pixel Playground Studios. I am Riku Murasaki, creative director. I'll be guiding you all. I'll be guiding all of you through your whole duration. Here. His presence commanded attention. He was uber composed, and looked like he tolerated no nonsense. Before we begin the training, I'd like each of you to introduce yourselves. You'll be working closely together, so it's best to get familiar with one another now. Ugh, I was dreading this. The intern in the pink floral dress to the first. She began speaking in a sweet voice and wore a cheerful smile the entire time. Oh, sounds like the kind of people I hate. Because she's not sweet, she's mean. My name is Penny? Pony? Peony? Peony. Peony. Peony? My name is Peony Lai. I'm 23 and I hope to learn more about how to be a good production assistant at creative events. I hope to learn more about the studio's operating workflow and hope to gain valuable experience working with a team during my time here. I feel so honored to be here. She gushed before sitting back down on her seat in a clumsy manner. Her demeanor was completely different from earlier. See? One of them annoying people. You know. Ren was next to introduce herself. She stood up and flashed a laid-back smile. Ren Prakash is the name. I hope to learn more about graphic design during my time here. Super stoked to be working with everyone and seeing where things go, you know? You know what I mean? She plopped back down on her seat, seeming like she had given up on lecturing Ren from now. Mr. Riku remained silent at the lack of formality. Crap, it's my turn now. Oh no. I stood up slowly, trying not to let my jittery nerves get the best of me. Hey everyone, I'm Komi. I hope to learn more about event design during my internship. I look forward to learning a lot and get lots of quality guidance while I'm here. I quickly sat down. Riku slapped his hands together. It was a firm sound that pulled our attention back to him. Alright, now that introductions are out of the way, let's talk about what you're actually going to be doing around here. Pixel Playground Studio's philosophy has always been about blending creativity and tech to turn heads and make an impact. We are known for organizing hyper-immersive events, pop-up exhibits, public art installations, and interactive campaigns are just a small fraction of what our amazing employees are capable of doing. In short, our vision is to bring art to life in ways that people can actually engage with, not just look at. He turned around to face us with a placid smile on his face. So for all of your internships, no one is allowed to just stand around and look pretty. We're going to get every one of you involved in the project. We're a lean team and we run a tight ship with even tighter deadlines. So every hand matters. There we go. First up, you'll be learning about how to manage multiple projects. Don't freak out. I'm not expecting you to take charge of a whole event right from the get-go, but you will be helping the team keep track of what needs to get done. Sync schedules, task checklists, liaising with customers and vendors, and making sure nothing falls through the cracks. All of you will basically be the glue that helps keep our operations running smoothly. Second, we'll get you involved with our social media team. We work a lot with the public, so advertising and promoting what we do is also a big part of the job. You'll be helping the team to generate social media content, which involves brainstorming captions, picking key visuals, and arranging an appropriate social media calendar pre and post event. If you got a creative or marketing bone in your body, this is where it'll come in handy. He looked at Ren briefly, seemingly hinting that she'd thrive in this area. Sarah did also learn about venue setup and logistics. This part will be more hands-on. We host events in all kinds of spaces, so the team always has a scout out. Oh, thanks for the likes, XJ Sunny. Always scout out for suitable venues, figure out the floor plan, talk to the vendors, and make sure the space can accommodate our vision. Thanks for the like. Don't worry, we don't expect any of you to do any of the heavy lifting unless you want to, but you'll be helping with event setup and keeping things running smoothly on site. Forrest will also give you all some exposure in event design. This is the fun part. You will be helping with creating visuals, coming up with themes, setting up installations, brainstorming mood boards, and more. We'll give you more partner events, sunshine, while letting us adjust all of the information up to his point. And lastly, you'll be involved with this committee and public engagements. This one often gets overlooked, but it's just as important during events. Goal is for people to feel excited and they're part of the experience. So the job is to cope with or just answer questions online. You'll be the bridge between the art and the audience. He looks a step forward and casually leans his hips against the table. Casually leans your hips. It'll be a mix of creative and practical work. It can get somewhat chaotic at times, but I trust that you guys will be able to handle it well. And I'm positive that you'll learn a lot from... That's a lot of info. Suddenly Ren leaned over and whispered to me, "Sounds like my kind of fun. I adore chaos." I nodded weakly, a little dazed from information earlier. Yeah, like me, bruh. One thing was for certain, this internship was going to be one heck of a ride. A busy ride, no doubt, but an amazing one nonetheless. I felt giddy, just thinking about the moments ahead. Any questions so far? Nasdas, I was sure that he was starting at a group of blank-faced interns too overwhelmed with information to even know what to say. Alright then, let's move on. Let's go for a quick tour of the office. I'll introduce you to the teams. Ah! Oh, hello! Sankotsutu. Welcome to the Komi Unity of Komi Line Talks to the Komi Line Things. Am I playing a visual novel game? Yee! Called... Ah, oh no, I fucked up. Let's go for a quick tour of the office. I'll introduce you to the teams you will be working with. With that, Mr. Riku ushered the three of us out of the meeting room and up to the lift in the main office where the real magic happens. A few employees were already deep in the conversation right outside the lift, most likely discussing a cool art project. I just rediscovered their smartphones. Glad to have you. Hello! Aw, thank you! I almost looked focused on their desks, typing away at their keyboards. Oh wait, sorry. I was responding to glad they're having a good stream. And I said thank you. Sorry, I forgot to read it out loud. Most look focused at their desks, typing away at their keyboards in the middle of the drawing. I spot someone taking a smoke break out on the balcony. Mr. By God, why is the person that I think is the cutest literally covered by my thingy? Why? Why? Anyway, this is the best we can do. My chat goes in the other area. Mr. Riku first introduced us to a group of three individuals casually chatting around the water cooler. It was my first time witnessing what people always described as water cooler conversations in an office setting. Oh my! Look at this lady! Wowee! She's so big! She's just my type! Ponytail! There's an intimidating looking lanky woman in a crisp white shirt tucked into a beige dress pants, a friendly short woman dressed head to toe in pink, and a stern middle-aged man in a light blue shirt with a bright orange necktie and brown pants. Good morning, everyone. These are our new interns. I'm bringing them around to meet the team. A tall woman gave us a tight-lipped but polite smile. Hello, sir. Welcome to Pixel Interns. The shorter woman clasped her hands together in an excited manner, and her eyes lit up in glee. Oh, how adorable! So nice to see fresh new faces around. Gosh, I remember when we were that young and bright-eyed. Remember, Alice? She beamed, clearly thrilled with seeing all of us. The tall woman named Alice merely nodded in reply, her expression still stony cold. Middle-aged man. To be young again. Well, if you could help, you could come to Uncle Karim, all right? He gave us a warm, fatherly smile. Intern, say hi to your colleague. Sorry, is this for you? Intern, say hi to your colleagues. This is Alice, Beatrice, and Mr. Kareem. Mr. Cream? Mr. Cream? That sounds like a donut. No, I made that joke before. Alice is my personal secretary. She manages schedule, paperwork, and keeps everything running smoothly around here. She's a lifesaver. Beatrice is our marketing and PR manager. She handles external comms, promotions, and media relations. Her job involves making sure the world knows who we are and keeps them coming back. Mr. Kareem over there is our exhibition coordinator. He works closely with local artists and oversees the setup of the majority of the art exhibitions. For a while, I feel a sense of pride for being a part of something great. After exhausting ourselves from the group, excusing ourselves from the group, sorry. Guys, I'm dyslexic, guys. Sorry. We tailed Mr. Rico back to the main work floor, where the real work and chaos was happening. Who should we speak to? Guy with bleached white hair, long blonde hair, guy smoking in the balcony, guy with red eyes. There's a man with red eyes? Guys, which one should we talk to? You know what I like, guys? I like blondes. Let's talk to the blonde people. Let's talk to Mr. Bleached White first. Oh my. He's got piercings in an office setting? Is that loud? Maybe. It actually might be. Mr. Riku let us meet the man with the bleached white hair first. He was approached. As we approached the cubicle, I could see a few black roots peeking under his full head of white hair. From the view from the top of his head, yes. There were 3 layers of clothing on his tall frame, a black turtleneck beneath a half-buttoned white button-down, which was covered by an oversized blue blazer. Blue blazer? That sounds like Blonde Blazer's cousin. It looked way too big to belong to him. It looked like he was taking a short break from his work. But as soon as he noticed us walking towards him, a 5 million gigawatt charming smile lit up on his face. As if on standby, dimples and all. Hello, Case. Sorry, this is Riku. Hello, Case. Say hello to your new interns. To the new interns. Mind introducing yourself and telling them what you do here? He's turned around to get a better look at us. However, I could feel his gaze linger a little longer on me. I quickly look away to hide the warmth rising in my face. Dun, dun. Hello there, interns. I'm Case, your charming and extraordinary social media strategist, here at your service. Shot us a playful wink before continuing. I handle all things social media related. I plan and run all the digital campaigns. Make sure our events actually reach our desired audience and keep our fans engaged on every platform you can think of. If any of you are secretly dreaming about becoming famous influencers, just come to me. I'll turn you into a star. He leaned back in his chair, a smug grin forming on his face. I do a bit of photography for the studio on the side too, so if you ever need a good picture taken, you know where to look. He winked. Now that my eyes have had enough rest, especially from staring at all of you gorgeous people, I should get back to work, aka staring back into the void. Shoo shoo. My lovely children. Off you go. He waved us off with a dramatic shooing gesture while covering his eyes with his sleeve, like we were a flock of pigeons at a park. Mr. Riku seemed unfazed as he brought us back to the main office floor. Who should we speak to next? Let's go with Blonde. We approach a lanky man with long blonde hair tied to a loose ponytail. Next. Perched on the back of his head is a cute pink scrunchie. Oh! He wore a white-green plaid. White-green plaid. Oh, white-green. I thought it was yellow. Button-down shirt, which was layered with a soft baby green sweater vest above. Of course it looked yellow. Look at how green the entire scene is. Thanks for the follow. He was certainly the type of person to prioritize comfort over aesthetics. He had a focused, almost stern look while staring at his screen. But the moment he noticed us, his expression softened into a warm, sweet smile. It was only when we approached his cubicle that I noticed he was wearing something else. Bandages? They weren't obvious right away, but the bandages wrapped around the base of his neck and wrist would peek out of his outfit whenever he moved. If I hadn't been paying attention, I would have missed him entirely. I wondered what had happened. I hope he's okay. Yuki greeted him, the man, warmly. Hey, Noel! Noel? Hey, Noel! Great to see you working hard. These are the new interns. Mind introducing yourself and what you do? Noel turned his chair to face us. There was a pause. It was as if he was studying our faces carefully, like he was committing each of us to memory. Hi, guys. He began speaking in a calm, mellow tone. I'm Noel, 27, a graphic designer at Pixel Playground. He gestured to his monitor. I handle all the visual materials for for all sorts of events, email or physical invites, digital assets, promo materials, social media pictures and videos, just about everything else. I think I've already worked with everyone in the studio at this point. Then his gaze lingered on us a second longer, a curious glint in his pupils. I heard that an intern expressed interest in specializing in graphic design. And they're here with everyone today? Ren raised her hand with a little grin. That would be me. Noah's expression brightened. I see. Looks like we'll be working closely then. Ren beamed with him excitedly. Looking forward to it, man. Noel returned the smile before letting his gaze drift back into his screen, where a half-finished design awaited his attention. Sorry, girls, he said, his voice somewhat distracted. I'm actually rushing a deadline now. It's for Case's social media post that's scheduled to release soon. It was nice meeting everyone. Sorry, but I have to get busy again. He gave us an apologetic look, fingers already fidgeting on his mouse, aching to get back to his work. Riku nodded in understanding. Alright, we won't bother you any further. Let's catch up later. Oh wow, those are close. With that, we left Noah's cubicle and returned to the main office floor. Who should we speak to next? Guys, I need to use the bathroom. I know who to speak to next. I'll speak to the toilet. I'll be right back. I'm back. Who should we speak to? Smoking guy? Oh, so smoking guy. Oh my god! I broke my face. On the balcony on the other side of the glass window overlooking the main office, I spotted a familiar face in a place I least expected. It was a tall, muscular guy I awkwardly bumped into the bakery this morning. Hello. He was leaning against the railing, coolly burning through a cigarette. Ooh. It was way too soon to come face to face with him once more. A wave of embarrassment hit me almost instantly. Of all the people to run into again, why did the universe decide to make it him? His stern look instantly vanished the second he noticed us approaching. In its place was a charming boyish grin, which helped to soften his rough-looking demeanor. Just a moment, the towering, chiseled, Grecian soldier resembled more of a gentle giant than someone who could crush you to smithereens with a single flick of his wrist. Mr. Ryu's eyes immediately narrowed when he spotted the cigarette hanging in between the man's fingers. Oh my god, why is his name Kyle? Okay. Kyle, I feel like you're taking more cigarette breaks lately. Productivity aside, you know that can't be good for your health. Kyle let out a sheepish chuckle before holding up both hands in mock surrender. The cigarette still smoldered between his two fingers. Howdy, boss. Not sure where you got that info from. This is the first cigarette of the day. I swear, believe me, alright? His gaze shifted to us instead. Why'd you bring these three fresh faces here? Secondhand smoke kills, you know? That can't be good for their pretty faces. Riku sighed, clearly used to this exchange. Say hi to our new interns. Mind introducing yourself and what you do? Kyle then turns his full attention towards us. His posture was more relaxed now that he was leaning his back on the balcony railing. Welcome to Pixel Playground, new interns. The name's Kyle. I'm an event manager here. He gave us a short nod before, and a wry grin appeared on his lips. I oversee the planning and execution of our events from the beginning to end, ensuring that all operations run smoothly. That includes logistics, timeline management, liaising with vendors, and the whole shebang. He tapped his chest a few times with one palm to show that he was a man for the job, as smirk escaped his lips before he continued. Few interns couldn't tell already. I'm also the muscle of the whole company. Nothing is too heavy for my boys. In my experience, at least. By his voice, he means it's like left and right. Oh, hell yeah. He then planted a kiss on both of his flexing biceps in a humorous way. There was a hint of pride in his voice when he said that, but it was more playful than arrogant, really. For someone who looked like a walking tank, Kyle seemed like a surprisingly warm person to talk to. Strangely, that feeling of familiarity was still there, gnawing at me in the back of my mind. Something about his voice, his smile, I still couldn't place a finger on where it was coming from. Mr. Riku's face muscles tightened slightly as the cigarette smoke wafted too close for comfort. He tried fanning it away from his face, as to not to breathe in the harmful chemicals. It was obvious that he was displeased with Kyle's self-destructive habit, but was restraining himself from starting another argument in front of the new juniors. Alright. It was nice meeting you. We'll be taking your leave now. Short pause later, Mr. Riku shot Kyle one last glance. And Kyle, the invoice from the last vendor, please. Kyle responded with a cold salute, the corner of his lips forming a cheeky grin. Aye, aye, Captain. Then Mr. Riku led us back to the main office, leaving Kyle to enjoy the remaining of his smoke break in the early morning air. Who should we speak to next? The last guy. Led us to a cubicle belonging to a quite mysterious-looking man with red eyes. Wow, black hair, red eyes, nice. What a good combo, just like me. An open black button-down revealed a red t-shirt beneath. He had decided to finish the look with black knee-length shorts. Knee-length shorts? Oh wow, he's a chill dude. His style leaned towards a casual side. It was apparent that he cared more about comfort than anything else. Same. And yet, it didn't look out of place in this office setting. You almost couldn't even make out his silhouette with the way he was hunched over like a shrimp at his desk. But if his intention was to remain a fly in the wall, the vivid red of his eyes made that nigh impossible. He didn't bother to look at as we walked closer to the cubicle. Instead, it almost seemed as if his fingers were moving faster over his keyboard as we approached. His attention was fully transfixed on the monitor in front of him, brows slightly forward as if he was unraveling some complex code or trying to solve a puzzle only he could understand. The way he was hyper-focused on his work made me feel like he had built a wall between himself and the rest of the world, and right now we were stuck on the other side. So he cleared his throat. It was enough to snap a man of his self-inflicted hyper-focused trance. Red eyes blinked a few times. He finally lifted his bloodshot eyes from the screen, surprised to find a small gathering of people standing beside his desk. Mr. Riku gave him a nod in acknowledgement. Julian, the new interns who will be joining the company starting today. Mind introducing yourself and explaining what you do? Shifted nervously in his seat. His posture stiffened in response to Riku giving a sudden spotlight on him. Hi, I'm Julian, an interactive media specialist. Despite his intimidating appearance, his voice was softer and more hesitant than I expected. His bashful awkwardness made him seem slightly more approachable. I design interactive art installments like digital experiences for events and stuff that gets guests to engage more with the space. Also kind of the tech guy around here. Almost immediately after, he looked at Mr. Riku, then at his monitor again a few times. So Riku got the hint and nodded in understanding. It was clear that this wasn't the first time, and Mr. Riku had gotten used to it at this point. Julian's cry for help was no longer subtle. His eyes kept shifting back to his monitor, which was pinging non-stop with messages. His fingers were even twitching slightly, like he couldn't wait to resume his work. Thanks, sorry for disturbing, Julian. We'll leave you now. Looked relieved to have his space returned to him. He gave a quiet yet grateful nod in response. I reckoned his mind had already long wandered back to his work even before Mr. Riku began talking to him. Without missing a beat, Mr. Riku led all of us back to the main office. Who should we speak to next? After a few rounds of introductions and a quick meet and greet with the rest of the team, Mr. Riku guided us three back to the meeting room. Alright, with everything out of the way now, I think I can let you guys off early today. We glanced at the clock, back at us with the usual unreadable expression. Tuesday's a Friday, and we don't work on weekends. I suppose you two can use the extra time to rest, but I expect all of you to show up on Monday on time, no exceptions. His tone was flat, but his warning was clear. Ren gave a playful salute in reply. I tried exchanging a quick look with the other intern to gauge her reaction. That was when she ignored me again. Why does she hate me? Afterwards, Mr. Riku excused himself from the room to attend to other matters when we were allowed to go back early if we... Matters. And we were allowed to go back early if we wanted to. Just as I began to pack up my things to head back to the cozy little apartment, Ren suddenly stopped me and the other intern in our tracks. She pulled out her phone while beaming at both of us. Hey, what's the rush? Let's start a group chat. It'll be just for us interns. Oh, that sounds fun. Let me grab my phone. What? Why? There's no reason we have to be friends during our internships. I don't see the point in texting around or playing pretend friends. Aw, Minnie. Are you just shy? Come on. We gotta have each other's backs as interns. We're co-workers now. Let's be friends, my dear cutie patootie Minnie. Before Minnie could even respond, Ren slung her arm over her shoulder like they'd been buddies for years. Minnie's face instantly turned bright red in anger. Get off me, you're so annoying. But that only made Ren laugh harder, latched onto her tighter. There was no other option but to comply. Fine, give me the damn thing. She snatched Ren's phone with a dramatic pout and started punching in her number in pure fury. 2 seconds later, a boisterous laugh erupted behind us. I see that you guys are getting along already. All 3 of us turned around, simultaneously see Kai leaning against the doorframe, grinning like he'd just witnessed a funny scene from a sitcom, and Nasha smiled at his remark. Glad we could still catch you guys before all of you left. I doubt Riku mentioned this to you girls, but we're throwing a drinking party with the whole company tomorrow evening to celebrate one of the latest projects we successfully pulled off. It's meant to be a welcome party for you interns too. I can't believe he forgot to tell you girls about it. He then pulled out his phone to confirm something. Give me a sec. Yeah, the party starts at 7 p.m. at the White Heron Bar. Dress however you like. A few of us prefer to show up casually, while the rest prefer to show up looking like they've been scheduled to hit the runway. Totally no pressure, by the way. That's a shaky grin. I have to preface, so the food will be on the studio. But as for drinks, well, I would advise you guys not to go overboard unless you come from money. Okay. A quick thumbs up later, he scampered away to return to his work. Ren literally vibrated with excitement after hearing that. Oh my gosh! We have to go. Imagine catching our seniors while you drank. That's also the fastest way to get access to all the juicy gossip and secrets. I mean, to get to know everyone better. Oh, fine, I guess that would be a good opportunity to do some networking. Rini rolled her eyes, but even I could tell that she was curious. Brendan turned to me with the same enthusiasm. You're welcome too. You're welcome. You're coming too, right, Kami? Sure. Great, we should totally meet up first before the party, before the chaos unfolds. We could meet up at Cookie Plates. They have the best coffee in town. Sure, it wouldn't hurt to strategize beforehand. Say no more. See you guys tomorrow. After saying our goodbyes, we went our separate ways. When I got back to the apartment, I told Ray everything that had gone down today. Every awkward moment, every strange encounter, she listened patiently as always, didn't interrupt. Apart from the occasional questions, things seem to be looking up. I would be lying if I said I don't feel hopeful, excited even for the next day. Here's the day of the party. Let us save. Oh my, did it auto-save? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. My throat, guys, my throat. Today's the day of the party. Nervous was an understatement. Socializing was never one of my strong suits. Oh, hello. Ray was sprawled out on my bed, scrolling on her phone, while I stood in front of the mirror trying on my third outfit for the evening. She glanced up lazily to check on me. This is like the 5th time you've changed already. You sure you aren't dressing up to impress your new office crush or something? I half adjusting the hem of my shirt. Third, actually, and no. I just want to look presentable. It's my first outing with Bren and Peony and the rest of the company. The last thing I want to do is show up looking like a slob. Hello, Sonic Swaghog. Welcome to the Komi Uni. If you me like to Komi like 66 for the subscription to the Tube. You always say that, yet somehow always still end up being the main character at the end of the day. rolled my eyes, but her high praise did help me feel a little less anxious. Ray eventually tossed her phone aside, then propped herself up on her elbows to give me her full attention. Try not to have too much fun without me. Also, I just wanted to remind you that there's still that case of people going missing. Don't forget that the world can be a scary place, Kay. She gave me a half-serious look. I need you to update me from time to time, alright? Just in case, you know how my brain works. It tends to spiral if you go silent for too long. I don't know if I could live with myself if you ever went missing. I gave her a reassuring smile. I gestured to my phone. I'll text you. I promise, every hour on the dot. Scout's honor. You were never a scout. I am now. I use the same voice for her and me. That's sad. A soft chuckle escaped her lips. I rarely succeed in making her laugh. I could tell she was trying to play it cool, but I appreciated her concern more than words could express. Where are you guys? Oh, it's a Peony. Alone? You two better get here ASAP. I don't want people to think I'm some lonely freak who likes to eat by herself. I sniffed a laugh before throwing Ray an amused glance. Peony just arrived and she's already tweaking. May rolled her eyes playfully. Tell her she can survive for 5 more minutes. I personally doubt it. I texted back quickly, on the way, OTW. In the group chat and tossed my phone in the bed. Almost immediately, a text from Ren appeared. Already on my way to the cafe. Already on my way. I can see the cafe from here. There was no reply from Peony, but I could imagine her sulking in her seat, arms crossed, glaring at every person who dared look her way. Gave myself one last look at the mirror. I gave the hair one last check and rushed to grab my bag. Alright, I'm heading out now. Wish me luck. Shadow was straight on the bed and gave me a tiny wave. Good luck. Let's hope Peony wasn't combusted by the time you get there. The evening breeze was gentle, brushing past my cheek, as if encouraging me forward. The streets were alive with a casual hum of chatter, clinking glasses, and distant car horns. I wasn't sure if it was the nerves or the anticipation, but my heart was beating with a little faster than usual. Peony was definitely going to chew me out for being late. Ren might tease us both, but somehow I wouldn't mind. The cafe soon came into view. Cookie plates, its warm lights spilled onto the sidewalk like a welcome mat. Stepped inside and squinted, adjusting to the cozy glow of the cafe's ambient lights. The smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries lingered in the air. My eyes scanned the room, weaving past couples on dates, students hunched over laptops, and baristas moving like clockwork behind the counter. When I spotted them, Peony was sitting stiffly with her arms crossed, a single drink in front of her. Ren was all smiles as always, waving enthusiastically at me the moment our eyes met. I made my way towards the table. We began chatting casually, the kind of small talk that eased the nerves for a big night out. Zivi's grin suddenly appeared on Ren's face as she leaned across the table. Okay, real talk. Out of all the guys in the office, who's the hottest? Peony groaned and slumped in her seat, clearly unamused. Do we have to do this? We barely even met them. Ren smirked mischievously. Exactly, that's why now's the perfect time to judge them. No emotional attachment, just for funsies. Oh, wowie. I laughed. Oh, thanks for the follow, James. Sorry, from here it looks like Jamas or something. I laughed. Well, I think Kyle's got that strong silent type energy going for him. It looks like he could lift a sofa with one hand. That's pretty hot. Andy scoffed. More like a health hazard. All that smoking instant egg. Ren tilted her head thoughtfully. Case is totally my type. Cocky, flashy, but in a way that screams cute baby animal videos are my greatest weakness. Eni looked horrified. He literally called himself charming. Who does that? I don't trust people with that much self-confidence. Ren grasped in mocking surprise. Wait, if none of them picked your fancy, I suppose you're secretly got a thing for Uncle Kareem. He nearly choked on her drink. What? No, ew, what the hell, Ren? Ren burst into laughter. Why not? He does seem pretty reliable and good at his job. Right. Wait, that's me. And then Ren says, right on. This whole vibe just screams girl dad. I bet you're into mature men, right? Gosh, his face turned red as she pointed a limp French fry at Ren. Say one more word and I'm leaving you with a bill. I giggled. Come on, Meanie. He did offer to help us anytime. Gah! He slumped lower into his seat, her whole face flustered from being able to get a single word. From not being able to get a single word in. I hate both of you. Once all of our drinks arrived, the conversation shifted. Did you guys catch the night flower exhibit? The one with the animated flower fields and projection? I nodded. Yeah, that was by our company, right? It looked amazing online. It had rave reviews too. Exactly, that's the one. That's the kind of stuff I want to help make. I want to learn how to make people feel like they've been transported into another world. Beanie poked at her food. It was fine, I guess. Overhyped though. Ren gave her a teasing look. You're such a critic. Do you like anything? When he rolled her eyes, Ren continued. I like to go thrifting. I customize my own clothes in my spare time too. Ren said, stretching her slender frame back into the chair. I get the biggest satisfaction whenever I manage to turn old things into something completely new. I read a lot, mostly Atomic. That's me. I read a lot, mostly Atomic games and webtoons. This case isn't his finest. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. Beanie, I like being productive and successful. Sleep too. Come on, Beanie, you gotta have a normal hobby. Beanie huffed in annoyance. I like to work out and study, you know? Normal adult things. Ren gasped dramatically. You don't rot your brain for fun? Beanie glared. No, and neither should you. This made Ren and I burst into laughter. When Beanie saw it, she quickly covered her mouth like she regretted it. The shit from earlier instantly eased. After that, no grand gestures required, only a bowl of fries. The chatter and the harmless teasing made for a surprisingly comfy memory for the three of us. The tension in the air was gone. Even with all our differences, it felt like the three of us were slowly syncing up, our personalities, clashing in just the right way to balance each other out. Without realizing, the time had slipped by so quickly that it all was already evening time. The sky had dimmed and the cafe had started to empty. The company group chat lit up with new messages from other coworkers already at the bar. It was time to go. We e-booked a Brad ride. A Brad? A short ride to the White Heron Bar. From outside, the White Heron Bar looked pretty inconspicuous. One would easily overlook it with its plain signage and minimalist exterior, but interior was a different story entirely. The bar was dimly lit. The warm-toned backlights casted a fuzzy glow over the whole space, making for a very comfortable and intimate setting. Soft amber lights illuminated the overhead ceilings and were dim enough to set the mood. There was a low hum of music in the background too, which helped to fill in the silence between conversation. The bar had a laid-back, yet stylish feel to it. Cozy booths aligned the brick walls, polished wooden counters busy with bartenders tending to their patrons, and shelves stacked with colorful liquor bottles that glimmered in the light, which made it tempting for anyone to order just one more drink. I nearly jumped out of my skin when a sudden hand touched my shoulder. Boo! I spun around to be met with a smooth prince once more. There he was, grinning from ear to ear, clearly pleased with himself for catching me off guard. His usual playful energy was turned all the way up, and his dimples only made him all the more irresistible. Ha! Caught you off guard. Everyone's over there, by the way. He nodded at the direction of the long table tucked near the back of the bar, where the rest of the Pixel Playground crew were already seated. I could hear rowdy sounds of laughter chatter from where I stood. Most of them already had drinks in hand. Spotting so many familiar faces from the introductions yesterday gathered in one place, I instantly felt more relaxed now. Kason led all three of us towards the long table to meet up with the rest of the group. The atmosphere on the table was electric. The employees looked like a lively bunch after working hours. A few were clinking glasses in a celebratory toast. Groups of laughter bounced off the walls, and a murmur of pockets of conversation filled the air. As we settled in our seats, Mr. Riku stood up from his seat at the end of the table and tapped his drink with a spoon a few times, loud enough to break through the myriad of sounds. He then adjusted the sleeves of his dark blazer before lightly clearing his throat. The chatter slowly faded as everybody turned their attention towards him. It looked like he was about to give us a speech. He raised his glass slightly and opened his mouth to speak, his tone composed and warm. Welcome, colleagues, friends, newcomers, and everyone in between. Tonight, we're gathering here to celebrate the successful execution of the Night Flower Exhibition. A small round of applause erupted from... Oh, this is supposed to be me. Small number of applause erupted from everyone at the table. I could hear a few enthusiastic whistles mixed in here and there. This event was one of our most ambitious projects to date. It was a daunting feat at first, with the challenge of blending complex technology, vivid storytelling, and compelling visual art in a way that left a real impact on the public. But I'm proud to announce that the execution was flawless, and we received overwhelming response and amazing reviews from the public and critics alike. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Please give yourselves and your team members a big round of applause. The crowd roared their approval with a hearty round of applause. After the noise died down, Mr. Riku glanced around the table and gave a nod to a few of the senior team members. I'd also like to officially welcome our new interns into the team. I hope your journeys here at Pixel Playground Studios will be as smooth as it is rewarding. Don't worry, we only bite when we're chasing deadlines. Oh my. He managed to elicit a few laughs from his lighthearted quip. This helped to loosen the crowd even more. So let's raise our glasses for a toast. Cheers to everyone's hard work, creativity, and all the madness that comes with it. Here's to the next successful project. Cheers! The joyous sounds of celebration filled the space once again. Later that night, the lively energy at the long table began to naturally splinter into smaller clusters. Conversations branched off, creating little bubbles of chatter and laughter. A few gathered near the bar, talking about drinks, while flushed cheeks and drinks with flushed cheeks and wide gestures. Others huddled at the far end of the table, deep in discussion. It was probably about work or exciting projects coming up. A few groups had drifted to the corners near the jukebox, picking songs and dancing just a little offbeat. At least they looked like they were having fun. Without even realizing, I noticed that Penny and Ren were nowhere to be seen. I had no idea which point they had left my side. The drinks here were stronger than I thought. It made everything feel so fuzzy. With a glass of fruit cocktail in hand, I scanned the bar for familiar faces. Didn't want to drink alone tonight of nights, wanted company. Which one should I approach? Okay, no, I can't do this. Do you think I can roll a dice here? Does it work? Okay, yeah. Do you think I can roll a D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I do D5? No. No, doesn't work that way. Okay, let's just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d20s, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we're gonna talk to Case. 4. Oh my god, we are talking to Case. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are talking to Case. Hello, Case. I made my way towards a bar where Case was seated, only to notice he wasn't alone. He sat stiffly in the bar, wedged between two beautiful women who seemed far more interested in him than he was in them. His eyes was unreadable. There were zero trace of his usual dimple charm. In its place was just a neutral mask of polite discomfort. He seemed indifferent to the conversation that was taking place around him. His head nodded absent-mindedly at every question the girls threw at him. The one on his right, draped in form-fitting wine dress, leaned in close with a soldier gaze. Her manicured fingers brushed his arms lightly as she whispered something in his ear. Her glossy lips curled into a confident smirk, clearly used to getting what she wanted. On his left, the second woman had a sharp, edgy vibe. Her tan skin contrasted with her platinum blonde pixie cut, and she wore an off-shoulder knit sweater dress that revealed just enough to tease without trying too hard. Oh my god, Skinna. Oh no! A 1! She looked cool and self-assured, sipping from her drink while observing Case with a sly glint in her eye. Even all this attention, Case looked far from thrilled. His posture was tight, hands wrapped too neatly around his untouched drink. His gaze then darted to the side to scan the crowd. That was when he saw me. A flicker of recognition crossed his face. Moments later, finally, his signature smile. He leaned back slightly, flashing the two women an apologetic glance, but his voice carried just enough edge to make it clear he was done entertaining them. Sorry, ladies, my date just arrived. What? Sir? His gesture toward me with a subtle nod. Come over here. Both women turned their attention to me in unison, their stare sharp and measuring. The woman in the red dress narrowed her eyes, clearly unimpressed. The pixie cut one gave a scoff, tossing her hair with a flick before standing up. And with a shared glance, mutual disdain, they grabbed their purses and sauntered off, heels kicking against the bar floor. Case let out a quiet sigh of relief, patting the stool next to him. Thanks for the save, I owe you one. That dimpled smile returned, warm and relaxed, like it only existed when I was around. Oh man, that's a dangerous thing to think. I slid into the seat beside him, still feeling the sting of the woman's glare as they walked away. Case didn't pay them any mind. His eyes were already locked onto me. A slow smile tugged at the corner of his lips. What brings you here, Komi? Couldn't resist coming to see me? His sound was so flirty that I could hardly tell if he was being serious or just messing with me. But the way his eyes lingered said he meant every word. Oh, I just want to drink and chill together. Maybe try to get to know you better. He smiled wildly and dimples peeking through as he leaned in, slightly, his voice dropping just a little. Oh, can't say no to that. He chuckled softly, whirling his drink in front of him, untouched since I arrived. Fair warning though, Komi. Say stuff like that and I might start getting ideas that you like having me around. He said it with a cheeky grin, but there was a flicker of something more curious in his eyes, like he was genuinely surprised, amused. Was an understatement. So, what do you want to know? Hobbies, ambition, tastes, and media? Okay, let's do this. Sorry, guys. If I'm spamming. Oh no. I don't want to know his hobbies. Less. Oh my god, these ambitions? You got an 8. Oh no! What are your ambitions? What's something you've always wanted to try but you haven't yet? Case pauses, thinking deeply. I'll be honest with you, I've never really had a clear idea of my life goals. And up until now. But if I had to answer your question, I would do anything to be I would do anything to be in a relationship with someone I really like. And gives a sheepish smile. Oh my god, I thought I asked you about your ambitions. You're telling me about your relationships. Oh my god. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually been in one before. I widened my eyes. That was the last thing I expected to hear from him. With his handsome face and charming personality, on the surface, it doesn't seem like he was the type to have trouble with ladies, much less in a relationship. His smile and those killer dimples would have any woman swooning in a puddle if he stared at them intensely for more than 3 seconds. And yet, here he was, admitting something so personal to me, someone he just met not long ago. My heart skipped a beat. His eyes met mine, a gentle curiosity flicking behind his aquamarine pupils. How about you? Have you been in one? For a second, I wasn't sure how to answer. His tone wasn't teasing. It sounded as if he was genuinely curious to know. I've never been one. I've dated around. I've only been in one? Okay. Which one is it, me? I think I've been in... Oh my god. I've dated around? Ma'am? I've dated around. Oh. I guess I dated around. I've been in a few. Some ended well, others not so much. Oh, sorry. You had to go through all that. It's fine. It's in the past now. Present me might be single, but this Pringle is definitely ready to mingle. Sir? 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 What kind of word? Oh, why did you make a rhyme, sir? Case's eyes lit up subtly at my quip. If he was trying to hide his surprise, I would say he failed in my books. Anyways, I think we should move on without the topic of relationships. God, okay, wait, who said that? Oh my god, that's me. I'm the cringe. Why, we're both K's, so it's hard to read. Because I'm dyslexic, guys. I'm just bad at reading. I'm the one who's a single Pringle. God forbid one of us starts bawling her eyes out and uses alcohol as a coping mechanism, am I right? So I wouldn't mind taking care of you if you get drunk. Give me a wink. And that's dangerous. That's a dangerous statement. Anything else you want to know about me? Hobbies, ambition, taste in social media. I'd say hobbies? What do you like to do for fun? He leaned slightly back, resting his arm on the bar counter as he hummed through it. Fun, well, I like to go rock climb. Oh my god. One of those. But to be honest, that's to build my self-discipline more than anything. Give a small shrug, then continued with a bit more enthusiasm. Oh, I'm into urban photography. I like to capture a few portraits here and there, especially when I meet people with cool faces or people who give cool vibes. I'm trying to build portfolio, see. It's all about finding beauty in the chaos, baby. That he was trying to play it cool, but there was no shadow of a doubt that beneath the suave exterior, this man was truly passionate about his craft. I can show them to you sometime if you want. He glanced at me from the corner of his eye, a soft smile, forming with no trace of teasing. His expression felt more sincere this time. There was a quiet confidence behind this offer, like he wasn't just trying to impress me. It was as if he genuinely wanted to share a piece of himself with me. What about you? What are you into? I'm into gaming. I play a lot of online games. Nice. What kind of games? I'm really into automate games. Ah! Like obsessed, kind of like, but I also like to go on raids, yes, and MMORPGs if I'm feeling it. When I'm hanging with my friends, I will usually play party games. Oh, who is this woman? She's not me. Oh, and I absolutely love point and click puzzle games, solving things on your own pace. It's just, I don't like point and click puzzle games. Who is this woman? She's not me. Wow, that's fun. Anything else you want to know about me? What do you like? Face and media. Movie shows, silly rom-coms? Cheesier the better. Dramatic. I hate rom-coms. Because they're funny. I hate comedies. They make me cringe so hard. I like to go rock climbing. Do you though? He's not rock climbing for the rocks. You know, I had a friend who, like, when he talks about rock climbing, he specifically says, "Oh, I touch rocks." Yeah, I went out to touch rocks today. Something along those lines. Ugh. I accidentally hurt my finger touching rocks today. Something like that. I knew a guy like that. Ask me why I like them so much. I don't comforting about something I like. Those scenes. Okay. He likes rom-coms. His cheeks flushed with a faint pink and he let off a soft, nervous chuckle. Oops, look at me running my mouth again. How about you? What kind of genre do you like to watch? I only watch horror. Love horror. Especially the ones with the mask. No. I like ones with, but then yes, I want it to be intense. How you're cool. I'll be honest, I don't handle horror all that well. What? Now we definitely have to watch one together. He's like surprised by my suggestion. His eyes widened slightly and a rosy blush greeted his cheeks. I don't mind if it's with you. Oh my god, you don't mind if it's with me? Oh, the horror musicals? Is there a horror musical? Aside, is there? There's anything else you want to know about me? Okay. Nothing else. Okay. Well, there's just some fun questions. I feel like I just went on a speed date. Mine is awkward silence, of course. He let out a soft laugh, then took a sip of his drink. Thanks for keeping me company, Komi. It was nice getting to know you like this. But as to me, long conversation with Case also meant that I'd stopped keeping track of the number of fruity cocktails I had. I felt lightheaded, and so that's when my mind began turning a little too fuzzy around the edges. The warm buzz I had felt earlier had suddenly warped into a dizzy spiral the moment I stood up. I excused myself politely and made my way to the entrance. The crisp, cool night air managed to take me out of my drunken state for a brief moment. I took a deep breath to steady the overwhelming dizziness that kept hitting me in waves. The drinks in the bar were no joke. The quiet out here was a welcome change from the noise and laughter inside. Oh, really? You should send me a link to them or something like that. Or the titles or something like that. Clearing my head with everything fine again. Out of nowhere, a wave of nausea hit me like a truck. My vision swam for a second. Uh-oh. Relying solely on my instincts now, I made a beeline to the back of the bar and hoped that no one saw. Gravel crunched beneath my shoes as I searched for the nearest trash bin. And it could wait. Right now, survival came first. I yanked open nearest trash can and then the juice entire evening. I heard footsteps approaching me from behind. He's, oh my god, Komi, are you okay? Oh, he's such a cutie. Oh my god. I hate him. He reminds me of someone I know. His voice was laced with worry, and that I barely had time to catch my breath before I felt a gentle hand on my back steady me. He had a bottle of chilled water in hand. In a swift motion, he cracked it open and gently brought it towards my lips, his other hand steadying my shoulder. Drink, Komi. His voice was calm but soothing. The cool water was godsend and helped to wash down the remaining stomach acid in my throat. I took a few small sips before pulling away with a grateful pant. Thanks. Don't mention it. You scared me for a sec. There was a pause as he looked at me. His brows were furrowed with worry, but his taut grin said otherwise. The way he was looking at me made it feel like I was something fragile. I think we should get you home. Can you stand or walk? Okay, guys. If things get too spicy, do I have to... You should be fine, right? You should be fine, right? No. Oh no, it's not real. It's not real! It's not a real reply! I can't click it. It's fine, I can make it home by myself. Huh? It's fine, I can make it home by myself. And yes. Oh, what about if I say yes? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. No! I need it! Why am I not allowed to do... Is it not real? Oh my god. Am I not allowed? Am I not allowed? Is there other... Okay, fine. I can my yes. His voice was gentle, but laced with concern. He crouched to match my eye level, his hand hovering just above my back, ready to steady me if I fell. I gave a small nod and tried to push myself up, but my jelly knees refused to cooperate. Give me a sec. Without missing a beat, Case offered his arm. Just lean on me, okay? There's no shame in it. The warmth of his support, both physically and emotional, made my spinning head feel slightly more bearable. Everything's going to be okay. I'll bring you home now. He didn't ask anything if I could. Also, he's dangerous. It's NSFW. If I said no. He prepped my arm over his shoulder and kept me steady as we as we walked back towards the main entrance. The cool night air might have helped sober me up a little, but the world was still morphing around me with every step. Oh, who's this white-haired man? His name is Case. Fortunately, a name of a guy I know as well. But this was a Christian game. It's not. I also thought it was a Christian game joke. Case stayed close, never letting me stumble for a second. The ride he called showed up fast. The entire car ride felt like a blur until he carried me all the way up to my apartment door. I fumbled for my keys, but Case took them gently from my hand. Don't worry, you got it. He unlocked the front door with ease and held me into my apartment. This is dangerous. No, but also, we do have a roommate. After instead of placing me on the couch in the living room, he led me straight to my... How do you know where my bedroom is? You're sus. With surprising familiarity, he turned on my bedside... Surprising familiarity? How do you know where my bedside lamp is? Pulled the duvet back and helped me lie down gently with a hand curling my head. It didn't take long for him to fill up a glass of water before placing it on the nightstand. He had even taken the trouble to shift my trash bin in my bedside just in case any spillage occurs again anytime during the night. You're home now. Try to get some sleep, alright? His voice was soft yet careful. Before leaving, he tucked the blanket over me and scribbled something on a sticky note on the bed. Text me when you wake up, Case. Smiley face. Front door closed behind him with a quiet click. How does he know where the glass? Right? Different hair. Yeah, we have multiple hairstyles, Angel Cake. How does he know where the glasses are? It's suspicious. Who is this man? Who is this man? His footsteps rising into the background. It had just struck me that the sweet man had just brought me a drunken lady back home, tucked her in bed, and like a gentleman, didn't make a move when she was at her most vulnerable. How am I? I'm not okay, actually. I had a horrible... The first thing I heard when I woke up this morning was horrible. If you want to talk about it, I just got... My dog got pregnant and had puppies. Thanks for the head pat. One of them didn't make it, unfortunately. And today was when when it happened, this morning, exactly. Thanks for the liquid drink. So I'm actually... So I was supposed to start at 2 p.m., but I was too upset to eat spaghetti. Because, you know, we worked really hard to try to get the run to survive, but it didn't, unfortunately. So I was too upset to use spaghetti to stream, so I passed out for like 2 hours, and then I started stream late. Yeah, that's what happened today. But yeah, that's what happened today. Oh, thanks. Now every now and then I have to check up on the other ones because like they're okay. They're one of them has a different color. The ones that aren't the majority color, like okay. Not to shame the puppies because they're puppies and you know they have to eat a lot, but they're like there's one fat ass puppy that just like steals the tit from the mouths of the other puppies, right? Like the other puppies are fine though because they can handle it, but the runt was literally half everyone else's size when they were born, so they had a hard time. We actually had to like feed them ourselves or try to get them next to the booby, and then now there's another puppy that's having that same problem, and I have to check on them like right away, like all the time ish. Fat as yeah, I want to call him Fatty after my good friend Fatty McDink. He's a real man. Fatty McDink's a real man. It's also like because I gave him a green ribbon, and you know who's color green? Fatty McDink. You tried. That's all you can do. Aw, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's back to the story. A cozy, warm feeling rose in my heart. It was incredible how he made me feel so safe around him. Aw, thanks for the headpad again. I stared at the ceiling, hazy thoughts swirling in my mind. One thought suddenly stood as clear as day. How did you know what was in my apartment unit? Okay, I think this is where we have to end for now. Oh, thanks so much for doing this thing. This is where we have to save for now. You know, this is interesting. This is fun. We might get back to this maybe after we finish the next game. Maybe I might set it up so that we could actually play this again later. But for now, this is it. This is it for the day. For this game today. Specifically, because we're not done. We're not done. Because, okay, for anyone that just got here, we are actually a part... Oh, wrong one. We're actually currently doing a thing. We're actually, what's it called? We're actually participating in Southeast Asia Games Onward, and which is like, you know, we're playing new games from Southeast Asian developers, you know, to shine a spotlight on them, you know, since it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to not, you know, considering advertisement and stuff, right? Sometimes marketing is what makes a game. There's a lot of stuff happening for demo. I think it might be a full game already. It might be a full game already, I think. Yeah, I think it's a full game. It's made with Renpython. I used to make shit in Renpy before, back in the day. play my game when I eventually make it, lol. Yeah! I definitely probably would. Especially since I know you, all you gotta do is ask. And also, this is also a charity stream for the victims of the recent typhoons in the Philippines, especially the one down south and the one in Cebu. It was so bad. Like, it was so bad. It's actually so bad. And so we're trying to earn money for them. That's why there's a bar there. And it's officially called Hope the EXE, and it's run by my good friend Asha. Ash.exe. Asha. Yee. So we're gonna go switch up games right now. Let's switch up games right now. Are you sure you wanna quit? Yes. Okay. We might get back to this one in particular after stuff. I also need to check up on the puppies. Actually, also need to check up on the puppies. So I will be away for a little bit. Yeah. Did I download this game already? I feel like I should have downloaded this game, right? I have to check. I have to check if I downloaded it. Oh my god. Did I download this game? I feel like I did. Did I not? Bruh. Okay, wait. Let me just check. It's just so hectic because I'm like playing like 30 plus games. Why? Because I'm a silly person. Okay, what is it called? Okay. Because I remember for... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure we have a demo for this one. Bruh, did I not? I prepared all the publicity material, but I failed to download the game. I actually can't play it. Wait. Sorry, it's just like overwhelming. It's overwhelming the stuff I need to do. There it is. Oh my god, I forgot. I should probably I forgot to download the demo. I'm such a silly goose. Ah! Oh my god, I forgot to download the demo. Gosh darn. Okay, guys. So, while I download the demo, I'm gonna BRB real quick because I need to drink some water. My throat is dying. Absolutely dead. My throat is dead. So I'll be right back. Okay? Okay, I'll be right back. I also need to check out the new the pupperinos. See y'all. I'll be right. know that's SpongeBob's angry. The guy goes, I'm normal. Hi, I'm normal. Anyway. Anyway, let's go. Let's start this new game.